In today's video we are going to see CRASHGATE 2.0, but first of all, if you missed the previous video at the Austrian Grand Prix, I recommend go and check that one out before seeing this one, because spoiler alert, yeah, it was an improvement. First in the sprint, winning the sprint for once, that was nice, but then only third in the in the race, which wasn't the best. As well as an upgrade has come in, DRS upgrade. Now, can we fit this major DRS upgrade before Belgium? I'm looking for improvements. You know, obviously, it'd be nice to challenge Verstappen, but there's a whopping gap between myself and Verstappen. So realistically, we are targeting to become runner-up, which is a lot more realistic, really, as well. We've not really got too much on the, we need 50%. There's a fuel efficiency upgrade, but I really don't care about that. Brakes as well. I mean, you never know with a brakes upgrade whether it's actually going to do anything good or not. There's minor drag reduction, which is tempting. I said we needed it all, but I'm keen to think about DRS. Remember, we've got Monza coming up next week as well. A major DRS upgrade will definitely help and go on the car well, hopefully go on the car in time in Belgium. But yes, that minor DRS grade is not enough to keep us behind Toro Rosso. Sorry, not enough to put us ahead of Toro Rosso, excuse me. It brought another upgrade to Silverstone. The top four teams, Red Bull, McLaren, Toro Rosso and ourselves as Ferrari, have now slipped away from Mercedes and Aston Martin as well. Audi bring another upgrade too, but it's not enough to keep them off bottom place. So we're going to move to qualifying then. So moving to qualifying, Silverstone's a good track for me in the past, so I'm hoping for a good result here today. It never used to be a good track, I've said before, but on the later F1 games recently is a good track as well. We go slightly down through as we cross the line, but through turn 1, which is now flat, of course. It never used to be flat because, of course, they resurveyed this a few years ago. As well, it used to be more of a roller coaster ride for turn 1 as well. And I go to the outside here. Of course, we've got reverse racing here in F125's career mode, so we'll see what happens with that as we come now down to down to the end of the first sector, purple first sector. But that's where I'm strongest. The middle sector, not so much. I've got lower wings again. This seems to suit A, my driving style, and B, the car. I'm going to lovely toe down the old start finish straight as well for the Mercedes up in front too. 2 tenths up to go through Cops and now towards Maggots. The Mercedes eventually moves out the way as we go through Maggots and Beckett's. Now onto the start of the other DRS straight now, using it. I haven't got a lot of ERS to play with. Sounds we haven't got the ultimate ERS upgrade on the car, so you know, when we get that upgrade, if we get that upgrade rather, which I don't think we will because we need 60% recognition, I think, then you know that will just be basically unlimited DRS across the line. It's not been a good final corner. That is annoying, and it's only good enough for P6, but yeah, it's only a slight improvement. I think if we had been 2 tenths up rather a little bit, we would have probably been P4. Probably wouldn't have been close to the 2 Red Bulls or Perez, but that's a good result for me to be right behind Leclerc. I can definitely do something with this as well. Hamilton P7, the Piastri in the P8, his poor form continues. So, well, we'll see what we can do from what will be 6th place on the grid. It's time for the race to today's British Grand Prix.
We meet again at Silverstone for one of the great Formula One races of the entire calendar. With a barely believable capacity crowd creating a phenomenal atmosphere, it is time for a race that puts a smile on your face. It is time for the British Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the circuit. 18 corners, 3.6 miles. The DRS detection zones are at Village and Maggots, that's turn 3 and turn 11. Cops Corner, turn 9 is taken as near to flat out as you dare. It is a test of the driver's bravery out there. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Phoenix, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Norris, Ocon, Verstappen, Magnussen, Gasly, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Behrman, Joe, and Teo Porcher. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, delighted to say that we're joined today by Anthony Davidson. Well, it's all about forgetting last time because that was a bit of a shocker. How did they change the story today?
You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, both Red Bulls have taken a penalty. Excellent, P4 as well. This is a chance to get some huge points on Red Bull in the constructors as well. I think if Leclerc and myself can get a 1-2 here, then that will be get the constructors back on track. I think the drivers is out of the question, but constructors for sure can be a good result. But we've got a fast Sergio Perez. He's still at the front as well as George Russell. So we're starting P4. Soft tyres, I think 6 laps on them, 7 laps on softs. It's only a 25% race, so really shouldn't really affect it there. I'm going to lower the fuel limit as well. Did think about starting on mediums, but remembering of course what happened there, and look at the delta differences, another 2 seconds slower on starting on mediums, so we'll stick to the softs for now. Vibrant lights then for the British Grand Prix, and away we go. It's a bit of a poor start by Perez. Russell will take the lead then. Leclerc's been blocked off by Perez, and he's had a slow turn 1 as well. There's a yellow flag behind. Safety car deployed. Wow. As well. Ocon is out of the race. Let's have a look and see what happened with Ocon. And as he goes through turn 1, he's been chopped off by the Red Bull there. Go 4 wide, and that was a Haas excuse me, I think it was Hulkenberg. Here's Gasly, Ocon's teammate, who none the wiser, going side by side. I think that's Max Verstappen as well. Excuse me. Yes, Verstappen chopping across there on as well. It was Hulkenberg, I think, that's at fault here. Now, I can tell you that the FIA have decided to give Hulkenberg and Verstappen a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision as well. I'm coming in. It's a bit of a risk, but the pit lane is awful here. It's one of the worst pit lanes on the grid, just behind Imola. Hulkenberg's going to come in too. So, yeah, I think I'll be leading. Depends how long the AI stay out for. It's a bit slow, for goodness sake. 4.4 Ferrari. No. Absolutely not. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, to be honest. It's just as well we came in under the safety car and not under normal flag racing, because if we had that under normal flag racing, we would have lost 2 seconds. So yes, everyone else has chosen not to pit, which in a 13-lap race is a bit of a mistake. They, get the mediums on now. I'm surprised that somebody hasn't at least gambled with it. Yes, we'll have worse tyre, we have high tyre at the end, but I think it'd be worth it to reduce that pit lane time, and I think there'll be a bit of a gap, and we'll have AI chasing us down at the end as we take the lead. Hulkenberg, not really sure what's going to happen to him though. Need to start calming through some of the AI. Marcus told me to get a hurry up and achieve P14, which, to be honest, it doesn't matter because the AI have yet to stop. We just need to make sure we're within 25-30 seconds of the race leaders. Round the outside then, a Teo Porcher using a bit of battery up to P17. Next up is Ollie Behrman in the Audi car, and Ollie decides, thank you very much, to wait me through. Give me the British bias there and up to P16 as well. Ollie thought about taking the corner, but then he realised that, the Audi is an awful car on F1 this career mode. So, yes, up at the front then, Sergio Perez has the lead. It's taken that lead away from George Russell as well. Leclerc still P3. So this lot fighting as well with DRS as well. McLaren is not the fastest car of all of those. It's actually the Red Bull. Let's move to lap 6 then. We haven't quite achieved 14th position, but that's not too bad because we are going to be moving shortly into the lead. Now, the two Audis seem to have decided they don't want to pit so late. Zhou's going to pit at the end of lap 8. Norris is going to finally pit, and he's going to give us the lead. Now, notice behind us, Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's 3 seconds behind. A slower car, but he will be able to get. He will be second place once everyone makes their pit stop. If you're watching Norris here, remember he started P11. He's actually going to come out just behind Leclerc in P4, so it's a very good recovery there from Lando as well, as Russell there falls behind, and Perez as well. Not on the better second half of the race there as well. But it could be worse because Max Verstappen is last in this race. Yes, that's right, the man who's won 4 Grand Prix in a row is last in this race, having served his 10-second penalty as well. Here is Hulkenberg then as well. There's Behrman, who's still yet to stop as well. But Hulkenberg will be on for a podium here. His maiden podium as Behrman finally pits in on the start of lap 10. That's the gap, 16 seconds behind, back to Leclerc. I mean, for me, this should be an easy slam dunk victory. There's no way he can make up 16 seconds in 3 laps. What about Hulkenberg? Has he got other damage? That's to be questioned, as well as Norris is now coming under threat from Sergio Perez, and Perez goes through on Lando Norris as well. But you've got to remember that DRS, the trains are, this is F124, so of course Perez is going to carry on going past Norris as well, but they've got to be careful. Tsunoda is lurking behind in the Toro Rosso and will be looking to take prisoners as well and get some extra points as well. He's got in front of both Mercedes as well, and that is Perez. He's been overtaken by not just Norris but also Tsunoda too, as well, as I come across the final corner. And if I had not pitted on lap 1, Nico Hulkenberg would have won this race. It was that easy, ladies and gents. No brainer to pit lap 1.
Plenty of action then here in Silverstone, a memorable race and an impressive victory.
Well, using home knowledge to their advantage, the crowd were there, came out to see their driver get the job done, and get the job done they did. It was a masterful performance, and yeah, they'll walk away very happy with this one today.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Oh yes, it's good to be back on the top step of the podium. The first time, well, apart from the sprint at Austria, since Imola as well. You know, drivers could be back on. We'll have to wait and see about that. Maybe not. Nico Hulkenberg, though, CRASHGATE. Absolutely. If he hadn't caused that crash by diving in at turn 1 and steering Ocon into Verstappen, then he would not be up here. And that's a huge amount of points for Haas as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you give Hulkenberg a penalty, a bigger penalty, like a stop-go or something like that? They wouldn't be able to serve behind the safety car too. Leclerc will be, I mean, I think he'd be a bit miffed. You know, he was probably going to be on for a good chance of a win there, but he's only P3 as well. Verstappen, awful day, P17. So we're definitely going to close in on Verstappen. Piastri as well, P9. Yeah, not Piastri in this career mode is not like the Piastri in real life. He's not consistent enough. And definitely struggling to get the best out of that McLaren. So yes, the gap is 36 points still. So, I mean, although it's half the gap, it was 60 points, moved up to second, P2 in the championship too. This is where I want to be. I'd love to catch Verstappen, but I still think that he's slightly too out of reach. You know, he needs to have another cock up in order to you know, to be slumped through. 43 points behind in the constructors. It's doable. It's a bit more doable than constructors, but obviously if myself and Leclerc get a 1-2, then you will get 43 points minimum, depending on if you get 44 for the fastest lap, I think. Rivalry, we've beaten Russell as well, so that's going to help the ratings big time. 5,000 gain in racecraft there, 2,000 in awareness too, quite a bit in pace, and quite a bit in focus too. So yeah, almost up to 87 rated too. So that is good news. Recognition is still at 47%, so closing on 50%. That'll be the first hurdle, and then, you know, get to 60, and then we'll be laughing when we get all the upgrades, which will be absolutely fantastic. We do also have a secret meeting to go to. I will deal with that at the start of the next episode at Spa, which will be out tomorrow as well. We're almost there on our career-defining rivalry against Yuki Tsunoda too, on a ratings rivalry. Yeah, for Leclerc, 3 podiums in the past 3 races. He's looked good. So the fact that he's up here with me, Norris hasn't had a podium since he won in Japan. So he is starting to be sort of the back of the 4. And yes, he did have a very good recovery drive. He started P11 for his teammate Bottle today. I'm just hoping that we can win in Belgium. But the thing is, there are some tough tracks for me coming up. So although today was a good result, I think it's a little bit too late. Belgium as well will be a good track for me. That episode will be out tomorrow. And then we got Zandvoort, which is not a good track for me. Monza, which should be a great track for me because of the DRS trains. Singapore, Brazil are more tougher tracks. Portugal is sort of still a little bit unknown. The last Portugal race, I believe, what I've been told, that Portimao won't be on F125, so that'll be the last ever race I actually do at that track until I come back to another game later down the line, and then finishing off in Las Vegas in a few weeks' time. Yes, those episodes are to come. If you have enjoyed this one though, leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more F124 and F125 driver career mode videos. Let me know what you think about Nico Hülkenberg causing CRASHGATE 2.0, getting 18 points, huge result for Haas there. Let me know what penalty you would have given in the comments below. But until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.